Hi everyone, welcome to tonight's Facebook watch party of the Pirates of Penzance in one act with the New York Gilbert and Sullivan Players. This is a KVCR broadcast that they did last summer when the New York Gilbert and Sullivan Players were here at the Bowl. And we want to first off thank KVCR for making this Facebook watch party possible by providing the broadcasts and also for the broadcasts that they do for us every summer. And thank you for the sponsors who make the KVCR broadcast possible and all of the sponsors that make every summer possible. Thank you so much. And my name is Courtney McKinnon. I am the marketing coordinator for Redlands Bowl Performing Arts. I've been there about 5 years. And this is Napoleon. He is going to be joining us for the watch party tonight as well. And a little bit about me, I am a huge Gilbert and Sullivan fan. I love opera and musical theater in general, but I have a special place in my heart for Gilbert and Sullivan. I was a vocal performance major in my undergrad, and I performed in a lot of Gilbert and Sullivan shows, which is where I first fell in love with them. And I just think they're such fun shows. I love the music. They have beautiful musical moments on top of just a lot of wit and humor, and I just love them. And I love sharing Gilbert and Sullivan with people who may not be familiar with Gilbert and Sullivan. My poor husband's gotten just like the baptism by fire with the Gilbert and Sullivan since we got married last year. And I will say I have been very proud because I made him watch a movie about GNS called Topsy Turvy, and occasionally he will sing one of the pieces featured in the movie from the show Princess Ida. He'll sing it occasionally around the house, and I couldn't be more proud. So anyway, it's a lot of fun. And a little bit about Gilbert and Sullivan, for those who may not be familiar, is they were a duo from the Victorian era. W.S. Gilbert was a playwright at the time. Arthur Sullivan was a composer. And they composed what's called operetta, which for those who don't know is basically early musical theater. So there's spoken dialogue, but the music is still operatic in nature. But on top of that, the music compared to classic grand opera is a little lighter in nature. Also, the subject matters are usually a bit more light as well. And so they're usually comedies traditionally, and they're a lot of fun. You could also call it light opera, but basically that's the category that these shows fall into. And these shows, they wrote them basically, it's a lot of satire of Victorian culture at the time and politics and even some people that they were particularly making fun of in a certain way. And then they were also making fun of traditional operas. So that's another thing that makes these shows a lot of fun as well. The Pirates of Penzance, a little bit about the show is it actually had its debut in New York in 1879, and it has one of the most famous songs probably that people are familiar with from Gilbert and Sullivan, which is I Am the Very Model of a Modern Major General, which has been used in different movies and TV shows and commercials, or to learn the periodic table of the elements. And so you hear it a lot. In fact, it's used in Hamilton. George Washington has a line or two that mimics the song. So you recognize that it's a type of song called patter song, which Gilbert and Sullivan used a lot, where it's basically sounds like pattering. So very fast, almost spoken singing. They utilize that a lot in their shows. And so it's really fun. They really blend together the wit and humor with beautiful moments really well. And it's just fun all around. And I'm so excited that we were able to have them here last summer and that they're programmed to come this summer as well with HMS Pinafore in one act. And so with that being said, we want to thank you for joining us tonight. The rest of the staff will be on live chat throughout the evening. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask us. We're going to continue to do these watch parties throughout the upcoming weeks, and we'll have the second part of this show, which is Gilbert and Sullivan Favorites, in an upcoming week as well. And so we'll keep you all posted online when that will be. And again, we just want to say, if you enjoy these programs and programs at the Bowl, please consider making a gift during this time. I'll put a link below in the chat, and any size gift is greatly appreciated. Again, we are the longest running music festival in the United States that doesn't charge admission, and so we really rely on donations to make it all possible. And again, thank you, enjoy the show, and we look forward to seeing you at the Bowl this summer.